So, a few people who might be here. I'll wait for some people to join up. Hopefully the sound is good this time. I got a microphone now, so you can really hear that I'm sick. So let's see here. Man, the adjustment on my brightness decided to leave, so it might be kind of hard to see some stuff. Let's see here. Hello, guys. Peanut, Crystal. It's good to see you. I hope it sounds better this time. Got a microphone. Let me know how that sounds. Hi. How's it going? Let me see if I can. Well, no, that might be better right there. Hi. Sounds good. Good. Okay. 17 inches of snow. No, wow, it's a lot. We got like 1 inch, and it got -20, but it's pretty dry still. Actually, it's like 40 degrees today. If you look out here, that's what it looks like right now. It's heated up a lot. It's like 40 today. Yesterday it was like 2. So it's a lot warmer today. Right now it's 100 degrees in my greenhouse. So it's pretty hot. I'm actually sweating and I'm wearing nothing, so but yeah. So today I was thinking of building a little bench right here because I kind of wanted a place to sit and kind of a place to like put some stuff under or something so it's out of the way. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to be measuring that stuff out. I got my toolbox and everything here ready to go. And I'll be doing that. What you guys are doing. Hi, Denise. Good. I'm glad the microphone's working. I watched the live from last time and I was like, oh my gosh. It was just like static the whole time, and I was like, but yeah, so basically I'm gonna get started. I just gotta measure. Okay, they were back. You wouldn't believe it. My phone overheated. It's not like it's 100 degrees out here, but it is. I'm gonna have to put you guys outside. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'll have to put you right there. Let me see if you can still see everything. There we go. So I'll have to put you right there because it's too hot in here. Basically. All right. So yeah, I don't know how much you got, but I've got to measure 1.5 inches down from here to put the top of the bottom of the other board. We'll go right here, like that. All right, let me see if you guys are back. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better than I was a few days ago. That's for sure. I think the worst of it was then. So I'm glad that it was over because it kind of sucked. Okay. And then it's going to be 4 2x4s wide, which a 2x4 is 3.5 inches times 4 is 14. So I need to cut 2 pieces at 14 inches. I'm going to do it with a handsaw today. I thought it'd be funner that way. Sorry about that interruption. It's too hot in the greenhouse for the phone. Okay. I'll close this window now because I got the door open. Let me see how you guys are doing. A lot of snow in Pennsylvania. Wow, we're kind of just missing out this winter. We really haven't had any snow at all. It's been pretty dry this whole winter so far. But yeah, now I'm just gonna cut this off. This is a 14-inch piece. Okay, almost got it. It's always a little harder on the little ends. Maybe a little bit more difficult than I would have thought. It's kind of hard to cut wood in a little greenhouse. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is the 14-inch piece I cut. Actually, I might be able to put you here so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so this piece is going to go like that. And I'm going to screw that in right now. I'm glad this sounds better because I was pretty bummed out when I saw how loud it was, the static. All right, this goes like that. Hopefully that's not too loud or ear piercing. I have a feeling it is. Okay, there's one piece. And then we got to get another 14-inch piece. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and everything and it's not bugged out or anything. All right. pretty hard to cut without a proper mounting, but I'll get through it. Okay. But yeah, it's been pretty sick through the Mills household lately. Can you still hear me and everything, or is it... Hopefully it's not messed up or anything. Let me see if I can refresh it. So I'm wondering if it might be frozen right now. Let me know if you can still see everything I'm doing right now. Good. Okay, good. Glad it's still working. Okay. That was unfortunate that it froze right at the start. All right. So now I got to do the same thing on the other side. Put this one on right there. Okay. Just use my knee to hold it. And loud noises again. But yeah, well, let me give you some. I bought like, a watering can and, everything I would need for a greenhouse, but there's not a lot of space to put it in here. So I want to build this. Plus I want a little place to sit. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad they're not super loud. Thank you, Peggy. Let me make sure the battery kicks in. I think it did. Let me see. All my technical difficulties with all my new streaming. Okay, there we go. Put it more out here again just so that doesn't get too hot. Might be able to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, okay. Hello, Anna. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, you can see me pretty good right there. Okay, basically, I need to make boards that go like that. I shouldn't be yelling. I forgot to have a microphone. So now I need to cut 4 that are the length of this, which is 25 5/8. Okay. So grab one of these. I'll use this side. It's a little nicer. $25 5/8. All right. Actually, I might be able to prop one of these ones up to hold it while I'm sawing it. Yeah, that should work pretty good. piece will go across like this. I'll use this side though. Let's get the real nice wood. I'll put it right here if it's a little bit better right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna make that flush with that, and then I'll screw that one in. That, and then this one will go right here. All right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little dark. Sue. Yeah. I like using the saws because it does feel just a little bit more hands-on, and it gives it more of a personal feel to doing it. Whereas, like, a big saw, like an electric saw, would go really fast, but it just doesn't. It feels like it's less of a trade, I guess. I don't know. I actually got a few of these from Grandma Kitty's house. This one was from there. It's got a little dirt on it, but I sharpened this one, and then she had this neat little saw. It's like really long and thin, and it's like nice for getting in the little corners and stuff. So it's pretty fun to use. I'm using this one right now because it's just a whole lot sharper. But yeah, I like using the hand tools when I can. It's a little bit funner. All right. So now another one at 25 and 5/8, I think it was. 25 and 5/8. Yeah, okay. 25 and 5/8. Put another board on here because that made it a lot easier. I'll flip it around. Okay. So I can kind of real quick show you what it looks like so you guys can see a little bit better. But basically, there's this one that's supporting the weight of it, and then this one that you'll sit on, and then the ones we just cut. Where did I put that one? Is it this one? Looks a little too short. No, it wasn't that one. Oh, here it is. Okay. And these ones will go like that. And then it'll leave just enough room for two more. It'll basically be a nice little bench for that. Hi, Sazga. Saskatchewan. If I could only take one tool for the rest of my life, what would it be? I would have to think about that. Let me put that back up there. That's a interesting thought. Saws are pretty nice. You can't do a lot without a saw. So I might, but hammers are also important. But you can really use anything for a hammer. So I would have to say some sort of saw, probably like a handsaw, at least for woodwork anyway. For other stuff, it might be a different tool. But there's lots of different hammers that are pretty nice to have. I'd have to say a saw, though, I think. Well, there's 2 done. 2 left. Okay, I'll use this one's pretty nice. 25 and 5/8. This side's nicer than that side. 25 and 5/8. There's that one. And then I'll just go like that. Let me bring you guys back in here again. All right. So it's coming together pretty quick. It's not too big of a build, but something I just wanted. So yeah, I'm thinking a saw is a pretty nice tool. I couldn't really do anything without a saw. So then again, I might also need a hammer for like nails and stuff, but you can use anything as a hammer. So when will you start planning in there? Probably. Well, I mean, considering it's 91 degrees right now, can't really see it. But then again, it gets pretty cold in the night. Probably sometime in January, February, March, maybe middle of April, somewhere like that, around there. Oh, look, it's a kitty Cornelius. There's Cornelius. He kind of likes to hang out. Hey, Cornelius. He's come in the greenhouse a few times and just hangs out with me. But yeah, probably somewhere in April, I would assume it'd be the best time to start planning. But I don't know, because I've never owned a greenhouse before, so I mean I'm kind of learning all this as I go too. So you might be able to plant earlier because it's warmer. So I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that kind of stuff to see. Okay, and then this one. That's it. That was one of my bent screws. I just used it anyway. Okay, the last one. Gotta find my tape measure. Half of a lot of work I do is looking for the tool I misplaced or need and I can't find. Like that's probably half the time I do stuff is just trying to look for a tool. All right. All right, there we go. Throw all these down now. This is the last one. I'll move you guys in closer for this last one. Okay. Nope, that's this one. You just go like that. Okay. See which side's better. Actually, this side's better, so I'll do it like that. There we go. That's how it goes. I kind of got a little cubby hole to put a watering can or whatever in there and not in the way. It's plenty strong to sit on. So it should be pretty good. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, it's pretty nice to just hang out here. Because it's pretty warm in here and gives a nice place to relax and you can just kind of hear the wind. Put some yellow tape on all your tools. What's that for? I haven't heard of that. I do put some tape on my drill bits when I'm drilling, so I know how deep I'm drilling. I'm not sure what's that's for. I've never heard of that. Thanks. I did get some boiled linseed oil here. I'm gonna put a little bit of that, and that's kind of what I put on all this stuff, and it keeps it treated a little bit better, and it doesn't rot. So I'll put a little bit of that on. I'll let you guys watch that. Oh, hey Robert, how's it going? It's good to see you. Yep, you caught me during my live. Just getting this bench built. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would be a good idea. So I can find them. Yeah, that is a good idea because half the time I do lose them in the grass. Good idea, Ann. I might have to do that. Okay, so I just got a little paintbrush here, and I'm just gonna pour some linseed oil. You can also use. Dad had a customer that showed him how to make a really good stain for outside wood, and he used like 1 part diesel, some acetone, some paint thinner, boiled linseed oil, and that like is apparently really good. So right now I'm just using boiled linseed oil, but because I don't have diesel on me, everybody just got diesel on them right now, but. I did use a little bit when I made a batch with some diesel. That's not what I'm using right now, but there's not very much left. So on that, I used that on my trailer, and it made it pretty nice. I'll bring you guys up a little closer so you can kind of see what's Let's go on a little bit. So I'm just gonna brush some of this on there like this, and it just kind of makes it a little shiny and a little golden. It doesn't really change the actual color. It does a little bit. It makes it a little golden, and it looks pretty nice, I think. It still keeps its natural look. So I'll just do this all around. I don't know how well you can see it on the video, how much it's changed the color. All right, I'll move you guys back a little bit so I can do underneath of it. All right. Yeah, good to see you, Robert. Yeah, it does. It's pretty nice. So, and it really helps keep all the rot and wetness and dirt off of it. I'll get underneath there all the way. And it's pretty cheap too. It's not like a really expensive stain or something, and it goes a really long way. Just oil. They don't really make stains out of oil anymore because it's not environmentally healthy or whatever. So they're all just water based, and that's what makes them turn white. Like that other one I did when I made the foundation for this. Before I thought, wait, what am I doing? I used just normal stain, and it's that brown already turned kind of white where it was in the sun, and so most stains just don't really hold up as long as an oil-based stain would, or just pure oil. So you can actually use like old motor oil, and it doesn't change the color a whole lot, but it makes it a little bit darker. So you can still see the wood, but it's just nice and dark. And I think that was pretty cool too. So if you happen to have motor oil laying around and you got a big wood project, you can use that. And it's pretty nice. I think I've got it all under here. It's hard to tell. And I'll just let this soak for a while and let it get deep inside the fibers. Try to get that backside a little bit. Okay. Done. Okay. So let me show you guys. There, so you can see how it looks a lot yellower than the rest of it. And it looks pretty nice. So yeah. So I got like a watering can. I think Mom would have liked this watering can. There's Corny Cat laying in the grass. I saw this watering can and I thought that's definitely something Mom would have picked out. But yeah, now I can just kind of, chuck that under there. Anything else? Some seed packets in a bucket or something. I'm not going to sit on this yet because it's got some oil still on it. But yeah, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So that's kind of what I was going for. You can kind of pull weeds while you're sitting on it. Some of these spots. But yeah. Yeah, they are good keepsakes. They're pretty nice. They're made in the old days, so they're pretty sturdy tools. So they're definitely good keepsakes for that. I'm probably gonna plant, I don't know, watermelon or something, because like in our garden here, it's always kind of hot and kind of dry in the summertime. So I think, I'm gonna try to do some watermelons or something. Maybe some pumpkins for the Halloween kids. Stuff that can absorb a lot of water and like get insanely big. So I just want to try. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This is my first year ever doing anything in a greenhouse, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, but I think I'm gonna clean all this up now, get all this swept up and everything. And I appreciate you guys watching and everything, and let me show you how I did it. Let me give you a final how it kind of works. It's pretty simple, and it's pretty sturdy. Like that's not going anywhere. It's rock solid. Cold in Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there right now. It was really cold here. It was like 2 degrees yesterday. Got into the negatives for a while in the night, and now it's 40 again. Classic Wyoming. Yeah, you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'm glad the sound is not going to be super sucky like last time. I'll try to do some more lives again. I got a bunch of other random stuff I can do. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you have a good day and you stay warm in the wintertime. I'll see you guys later. You have a good night. It's going to be pretty nice sitting in here. So